My opening question in an interview hasn't been simpler. How does a government lose $2.5 million?
In terms of this particular incident, it's what we call a business email compromise or a payment redirection fraud. What happened in this sort of incident is it can be either email account compromise or third-party entity can impose or even impersonate as a legitimate payment receiver. So in similar scenarios, what happened is the third party has managed to get in hold with the email communication and managed to redirect the payment details to a third party account. So that's what happened in a normal business email compromise. So we believe in this similar incident as well, the BEC has happened.
We saw the Secretary to the Treasury come out and say the reason they didn't reveal that this happened for 3 or so months was the fact that the hacker might cover their trails. But don't you think it's quite ridiculous to think that the hacker wouldn't have covered his trails if they did not come out and make a public announcement?
This is all about investigation where the law enforcement will come and continue their investigation. If you look at similar accounts, what we see is this money can be going through several transaction accounts or through several countries as well. And also it might end up in several virtual assets as well. So for that particular reasons.
But that would happen irrespective of the ministry coming out and saying this has happened or not.
Yeah,
right?
But the thing is sometimes this money can be come out in different forms, I think. So for that particular reason, these investigations should align with anti-money laundering acts and everything.
Was this a recommendation by your team?
That's mainly coming from the law enforcement authority.
Did SLCERT agree with this recommendation?
It doesn't have to be from us because we are mainly looking at the technical aspects. In terms of finding the suspect and tracing the money, this falls under the law enforcement and their expertise.
What sort of steps were taken within the infiltrated system?
In terms of the system, I think the forensic analysis is ongoing and also some technical precautions has been also recommended by our investigation teams.
Is this system still being used or has it been put temporarily on hold?
The system is still in use under more monitoring supervision. Yeah.
Can you guarantee that this would not repeat within this specific system, at least at this time?
That's the most difficult question to answer because you cannot achieve 100% security. In this world, with the advancement of technology, with the AI coming into play, you cannot say that this system is fully secured now. So that's why you need to have this continuous monitoring, continuous compliance, governance, and everything has to be in more advanced level in order to prevent any future attacks.
We've seen the central bank governor, we have seen every private bank in the nation send so many messengers, do so many awareness campaigns about how you don't have to share your OTPs, how you have to be careful, how you shouldn't act on random calls. How did it feel like knowing that this sort of a mistake was done at the top of our monetary system rather than the citizens you all usually mourn about?
That's the more complicated question in terms of awareness, right? It can happen in either from top level or from the bottom or anywhere. So whether it's regardless of your education levels, your occupation or your knowledge level, your IT literacy, your computer literacy, whatever, it can happen into anyone. So that's why, as in general, the awareness should cover the entire ecosystem of organization in order to uplift their knowledge.